The business owner, like the Asian business owners, Chinese, Korean, I never know like which is which when I'm looking at them or talking to them, but they are in an uproar right now. They are so upset because it is said that their businesses are getting boycotted, that their parking lots are empty, based off of a not guilty verdict that's recently happened prior to this weekend. And there's a lot of people upset, and people are really upset at the Asian community. I have never ever seen an Asian go off before until today. I have never seen a Korea or a Chinese person go off and just go in so hard until I seen it today on TikTok. These people are pissed. Allegedly, one Asian came back and said that we actually need them, that we can't make it without their businesses. They said everything that we buy is made in China, made in Korea, and so on and so on. The guy basically said that we cannot make it without their products. But yet, I don't think that he completely lied. If you go into our stores, 90% of what's on those shelves in the store, made in China. The next time you go to Walmart, Target, or any of those stores, pick up one of those coffee cups, look at the bottom of it, made in China. Your spoons, knife, and fork set, turn it over and look at it, made in China. The next time you go buy a blanket or something, look at the tag on the blanket, made in China. So they are talking, bro, and these people are pissed because they feel like the boycott is really affecting their businesses. And if it's true, and some of the videos I've seen on TikTok today is true, and they're not made up AI videos, it looks like that boycott is taking effect extremely fast. One lady pulled up to 3 of the nail salons, and every last one of them was empty, man. Now, I don't know if those nail salons open on Sunday. She could have been capping and pulled up on a day that they were closed, but it seems to me like those nail salons are open 7 days a week, man. But them Asians is starting to try to clap back, bro. Y'all better be careful. I ain't never seen an Asian go off like I seen today. It's getting crazy out here, y'all.
Support black businesses. I just took my nails off myself, just one by one. These are my real nails. I'll just polish them, and I'm still not going to the Asians. I'm not going back. I'm standing behind what I said. If you're going to a nail tech, go to a black nail tech. That's it.
I keep getting a lot of comments that basically be like, why are all your videos about the black community boycotting Asian businesses and only spending money with yourselves? Why does that make you so mad? Say the words. Say them out loud. Because we already know. And it's not a boycott. Black community. BC, are you with me? Oh yeah, the black wealth transfer ain't going nowhere. BC, are you with me? Oh yeah, the black wealth transfer ain't going nowhere. BC, are you with me?
And for all the angry Asians, if it's so racist that we not supporting y'all businesses no more, what was it when y'all wasn't never supporting our businesses? What was it when y'all came into our communities, set up shop, and never gave back to the community? What was that? Was that racist or no? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yo, this boycott might be the wake-up call that Asian people really needed. Hear me out. Everybody worried about how this boycott is going to hurt Asian businesses, but I'm more interested in what this boycott is going to make us become. Let's be real. Most of us are operating on formulas that were built 30, 40, 50, 60 years ago by our parents and grandparents. Shit not the same no more. The world changed since then. Technology changed. Communication changed. Man, everything changed. The only thing that ain't really changed is our systems. And here's another thing. Most other people look at Asians like we all the same, but that could be farthest from the truth. Because Asians as a whole is actually divided as fuck. Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean, Japanese, Cambodian, Thai, Filipino. Those are all people from different countries. We completely different people. But in America, everybody looks at us like we're the same. So this boycott ain't just going to affect one group of Asians. It's going to affect Asians collectively in America. And history has shown when pressure is applied to different groups of people at the same time, it has a way of making us realize that we got more in common than we actually thought. So could this boycott hurt many Asian businesses? You damn right. But could it also wake the Asian people up in a way that we never saw before? Absolutely. It could make us rethink how we operate and come up with new formulas instead of relying on old ones. It could make younger Asians start stepping up in a way that Asians ain't never stepped up before. Because one thing we Asians have always been good at is adapting. When times get hard, we adjust. When old opportunities disappear, we make new ones. When doors close, we build our own. So the question shouldn't be, what if the boycott hurts Asians? The question should be, what if this boycott wakes us the fuck up?
If you're an Asian business that said go ahead boycott when the black community said they were going to boycott Asian businesses, instead of reassuring them that you value their money, their lives, their anything, fuck you. Instead of making your black customers feel safe with you, instead you went on the defense and said, don't shop here. Are you fucking serious? It's as simple as saying we value you. We see and understand your anger, and we want to make sure you know that you're safe in our business. Black customers have been extremely important to the success of a lot of Asian-owned businesses.
For all the Asians that's upset that black folks ain't spending our money with y'all anymore, you know what the solution is? It's very simple. Y'all do it.
The Asian community is literally so anti-black, and it literally fucking pisses me off. Like, we are literally so uneducated, uninformed, just misinformed, everything about the black community, and it pisses me off. And like, it just boggles my mind how a lot of Asians see black people as beneath them. I shit you not, I literally saw someone on my story and I literally was so gagged. Like, I was like, are you serious right now? And I sent him a message, ask him if he's being serious about this. This guy is Bhutanese. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, but like, I guess he got like some kind of spray tan or whatever because he's doing some kind of stupid movie shoot or whatever. Roy posts on his story and says, because his skin is like 10 shades darker or something, he said, "Can I say the N-word now?" with a ninja emoji next to it. I slid up so fucking quick and I asked this man, are you fucking serious right now? And guess what? That man left me on red. Need I say again that he is not black? He is Bhutanese from Bhutan or whatever the fuck you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. Quite honestly, like, the Asian community is literally so underhandedly racist to the black community, and it just, like, not to mention the black community is one of the most supportive of marginalized groups that has ever, like, uplifted the Asian community and actually put effort into supporting us. I'm probably gonna piss a lot of Asians off for saying that, but it's literally the truth, and I fucking see it for what it is.
Saw a woman recently saying that we should boycott Asian businesses because she said that black people can't win when Asians own all of the businesses and that we had it easier coming to this country. As an Asian whose grandparents immigrated to this country and as a business owner, let me dissect this. Complete bullshit. Have you never heard of P-bashing before? Have you not heard about the 16-hour shifts that our grandparents did in the mills here up north? Those people worked endlessly. 12 hours, 16-hour shifts in mills, getting their hands all mangled up in machines just to get by, or working as toilet cleaners and just to survive. They didn't have it easier. They were disciplined and sacrificed everything. Just to make it clear, I want to bring communities together. I'm not here to divide communities. I just want to point out exactly how the Asian community built some wealth. And don't say we had it easier, because even in 2025, just in September, a Sikh woman was raped and told go back to her own country. Don't talk about easier when we get that kind of treatment in 2025. The reason why our grandparents did better is because they saved every measly penny they could get to invest it in long-term assets, houses, gold, businesses. You call that privilege? They were patient and willing to live in the shit for the hope of a better future. Tell that to our ancestors who crammed into tiny houses, 5 different families, sharing food so that they could save up money to buy their own homes eventually. Instead of enjoying their lives, they lived in the shit just to get by. That's not easier. They paid the price for it. And they didn't buy nice clothes, they drove shit cars, they spent nothing. And then their children now own and inherit these homes, and then they can put them up as rent and generate cash flow from it, giving the next generation a leg up essentially. And that's the way that wealth accumulation works. Each generation creates assets or purchases assets to then pass on to the next generation, so they have a little leg up, and then their kids benefit from that. Even now, I mean, I can afford where I live very comfortably, but my dad says to me all the time, Jamil, you should come home, come live at home, because that is their literal wealth building tactic. Stay home, live below your means, and save money. And let's get one thing straight. Yeah, we run a lot of businesses, but don't blame us for taking the risk of starting them. Don't blame Asians for filling that spot for a corner shop. Anyone could have bought it. You could have started that business. Our ancestors pooled resources for the community together so that the community could win. Instead of hating online, why don't you speak to those Asian owners and learn how they did it instead? I don't come from a rich family, and that's the exact reason I'm a business owner. I've got a biomedical science degree and I can work in a hospital, but I know that if I want my kids to have a better life, then I need to build some wealth, and I'm not going to do that sat working for other people. Me and my brother are the classic example of two people coming together, pooling resources and building a business and succeeding with it. And that's one thing that I actually miss about the older generation. Back in the 80s and 90s, Asians had a community like glue. They worked together. They weren't selfish. They built something so that their kids could live better lives. And I'm disappointed, honestly, because historically, colored people have always come together and had each other's backs. And we've always unified in the past. I mean, historically in the Caribbean, Indian migrants literally shared culture with the people who live there. That's literally where curry goat comes from. You need to take some accountability and learn about sacrifice and stop blaming the world, essentially, because that's what our grandparents did. That's all they did to accumulate wealth. They were bashed in the streets and still sacrificed so that their children don't have to suffer the same way.
Well, you know, and shout out to the sister who's doing some good recon, you know, in what they're saying about us as black people. So they're not apologetic about anything. They're just pissed off at you, because how dare you, black people? So you remember we talked about last night about the collective self-esteem of black America and how black America for a very long time had this low self-esteem. That's why you beg for coalitions. You beg because you always wanted a friend. You always want a friend. If anybody just acknowledge you, you're like, oh my God, it's great, right? And now what's happening, and what I have been seeing happening, which is a beautiful thing, mind you, your collective self-esteem is starting to raise. And when your collective self-esteem starts to raise, you're like, I don't need nobody. I'm good. Man, I got my community. What I need from them? Man, we got a whole $2 trillion that we make as a collective. Well, I don't need nothing from none of y'all. That's when you understand your power. That's when you understand your high collective self-esteem. Once you understand that you are the culture, not a culture, you're the culture. That's what also, like me, example, you know why I don't worry about, oh man, maybe I do some stuff to maybe cross over and try to, I don't have to cross over crap. You know why I don't have to cross over anything? Because I am part of the culture. Everybody want to be a part of the culture. I don't have to go chase nobody else's culture. All these different countries throughout the world is copying my culture. We're not copying theirs. Let's call it what it is. In a lot of these Asian countries, what hairstyles are they trying to do? Our hairstyles. What music are they trying to do? Our music. Look, K-pop, it comes directly from our music. They do hip hop. In Japan, they do all these different places. They doing us. We not doing them. We not walking around with no kimonos or nothing else over here in America. We are the trendsetters. We are the culture. And they get mad. Oh, black Americans think they're main characters because we are the main character. That's why a lot of you don't like us. And we're not even trying to be. That's the interesting part. We're not trying to be the main character. It's just in us to be the main character. Main character energy, whatever it is. Even the folks don't like that about us. That they got all this power and everything they have, and they still not the main character. They still looked at as lame. And the only time they even get halfway some acknowledgement is when they mimicking us. You can go all the way back to Elvis Presley, to whoever. They got to copy and mimic who we are because we are the culture. We are the salt of America. Take us away from America and you have nothing. And them folks can't stand us for that either. But they know they don't want us gone either. And see how the sisters talking about how some of them responding about they pissed off, but at the same time they like, well, when they gonna stop spend money with us? That's how the folks feel too. They are angry and upset with us all the time. But at the same time, they can't take a boycott from us either. Listen, Dr. King showed us one good year. One good year. Or it could be permanent. But one good year of boycott, sustained boycott, they will change laws and it will break businesses. One good year. One sustained year. That's all. And listen, if we do one sustained year and make an example, Then these other groups will be like, yeah, let me go ahead on and leave them alone. I may not like them, but yeah. And see, at that point, remember we talked about last night how, the ADL and how they move and things like that. See, that's moving like them. That's a economic punishment. And Dr. King taught us that long time ago, and we don't use it enough. We don't got to go out there and commit no crime. We ain't got to do nothing to nobody. All we got to do is say, hey, word on the street and everything what we doing right now, we ain't supporting you. We ain't supporting you. No.
Hey. Oh, I ain't know you was back here, girl. I ain't even see you. Oh. Nah, just making sure.
I can't believe y'all let that little Asian T-sip the motherfucker get on this app talking about that black people boycott Asian businesses. They gonna take away the laundromat. Nigga, it ain't a black person alive that don't know how to stomp they motherfucking clothes in the tub and get them whole clean. And plus, most of us got washers and dryers. Well, we'll take away the liquor stores. Who the fuck you think the original bootleggers are, nigga? We might not have that, but we gonna get drunk, nigga. We'll be alright. We know how to make moonshine and all kind of shit. Well, what about the Chinese drive-through? Bitch, if I wanted a dog that bad, you know how many strays run around this bitch in America? Well, the nail salons. It ain't a black woman I don't know that don't know how to do their own nails. At least every black woman I dated, somebody doing their nails right now across the street. You know how I know? Because I smell acrylic in my motherfucking garage, nigga. What about, man, if you don't shut your motherfucking ass up, the Jordans, bro. Y'all overpriced ass bring them hoes over here and sell them for $375, $400 some motherfucking dollars when I can go to motherfucking China as I've been doing in the past and getting them hoes right there on the spot, the same motherfucking shoe for 15 goddamn dollars, nigga. What the fuck wrong with you? Don't let convenience get you fucked up about black people, man. We do this shit, my nigga. We don't need y'all. Plus, I grow my own motherfucking food, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? And what the fuck is wrong with y'all?